to go then?
We're ready to go.
Okay, well, welcome to the Hold It Down podcast. Myself, Emals, Big Ems,
Yep.
the conductor, the posh roadman,
Myself, Big Mike,
aka Mikel,
Mikel,
aka Big Arms,
the regulator.
the regulator, the conductor and the regulator, back again. I don't know what to call this, bro. I don't know if this is episode 1, episode 2, because we've been...
It's episode 2 technically.
Technically, it's episode 2 of like the official...
Hold It Down podcast.
The official Hold It Down podcast, but we've got clips from the first one. We haven't released it.
We haven't released it. We're not going to.
Yeah, I don't know about... Yeah, because it's a massive shame for our 3 listeners.
Yeah.
Me, you, and your dad.
Always got to mention my dad, bro.
Yeah, your dad's a sick guy, bro. Your dad's a sick guy, that's why. Anyway, for anyone who is listening, thank you for listening. And welcome to the Hold It Down podcast. Mikel.
Yeah, welcome.
How have your last 7 days been, brother?
So, you guys know that last week I got bitten.
You did? I nearly forgot about that.
I got bitten for trying to help someone on the platform. A lot of interesting things happened because of that. Basically, you saw how I showed everyone how I got really bad really quickly.
It did get quite bad, yeah.
And you were there when I called 111 and they told me, listen, we got an appointment for you at 10:30, be there. It'll be a 15-minute appointment. So I get to St. Mary's, to the urgent care treatment unit or whatever the fuck they call it. And...
there was nothing urgent about it.
There was nothing. Bruv, I got there. They were like, yeah, they shouldn't have told you that it's an appointment. You're going to have to wait 5 hours minimum. We've got one doctor working. And at that point...
Ross, one doctor?
One doctor working. This was on a Monday or a Tuesday night. So I don't okay, NHS, you lot...
Bro, St. Mary's is a big hospital, you know.
It's a big hospital, man.
Because try and think of another hospital in that area. The closest one is what, Hammersmith?
I think so.
I think Hammersmith is the next closest hospital because one of my nephews was born
there.
Yeah. That's the closest one to St. Mary's. Oh, Rishi. You see how cool that Rishi
last week? One doctor, bro, for the urgent care, 5 hours.
Yeah,
and I had work the next day.
Do you know what the wait... Pardon me, listeners. The wait time doesn't surprise me. But the fact that they told you it was an appointment...
Yeah, that pissed me off. I'm not waiting there.
So what happened? Because it's looking a lot better now.
It is looking a lot better now.
It did get sort of a bit yellowish. It spread a little bit.
Yeah, the inflammation spread a little bit. We're good. I should be fine. I left. I didn't get it checked out. I don't think I've got tinnitus. I don't think I've got HIV. I feel fine. I feel great. I feel good.
Alhamdulillah.
But yeah, I'm not waiting 5 hours, bro. So that was one thing that happened. I went on my first kind of night out on Friday in a while.
Okay, nice.
Went to see a live band in, I think it was, I forget where it was. But
who was the band?
It was just like a random live band. Okay. My boy Latino Sam invited me and Jad out.
Big up Latino Sam.
I shouldn't be baiting out names like that, should I, on the podcast?
Right, I've got one of my AKAs.
Yeah.
Afghani Jones.
We'll
tell that story sometime. But
yeah, we do. But yeah, we went out. I brought a girl that I kind of like, and she had a great time.
Nice.
And yeah, so that was an eventful Friday night, which led to me going to bed at 10 a.m. the next morning.
I'd say that's eventful.
It was eventful,
yeah.
And I woke up at stupid o'clock on Saturday. It was yeah.
You are prone to a.
I'm prone to a bender.
Yeah. A late / early sleep.
I am prone to a bender.
Okay.
I am prone to a bender.
Okay.
Other than that...
Well, it suits you because you are a bender.
See, that's not true, cuz. See, he's lying. He's on a lying thing, bro.
They'll get to know, don't worry. They'll find out.
Okay.
Calm. What else, bro? Anything else?
Nah, not really, bro. Had a peaceful Sunday. My dad got a new laptop for my dad's the type of person, he's very happy with having the things there and being comfortable with it. So he was on Windows 8 on a 10-year-old laptop, and I told him, "You need a new laptop." So I gave him the link, he bought it. I went up and I set it up for him. That made him very happy.
Nice, man.
And I made sure that it maintained all of the same things that his old one did.
Yeah, when you get to a certain age, you need consistency.
You don't change, bro.
Yeah, because if you try and now come with Windows, whatever it's up to now,
11,
that's a whole, that's different, bro.
Yeah,
that's a whole 3 different Windows.
Yeah, that's a whole different free window.
When you get older, that's tough, bro.
Yeah, and I made sure to get him the touch screen because, just in case, because his old laptop had keys missing and stuff. So
okay, yeah. Big up pops.
Big up. Technology, bro. Just gotta introduce my man to the technology sometimes.
I fucking hate technology.
You stay off the net.
I stay off the net, bro.
But yeah, I had work today, yesterday. Actually got a lot of projects done.
Nice.
So that's how my last 7 days have been, bro. How have yours been?
Bro, as riveting as the 7 before. So not so riveting. You know what I do, bro. Yeah. To be fair, we've put quite a bit of work in trying to
We've been working on the podcast a lot.
Definitely.
We've been working on the podcast a lot.
Definitely, we definitely have. We've been working on the podcast quite a bit, so we've gotten ourselves to a position where we're up on socials, we're up on YouTube. I'll give you everything you need to know shortly. We've been working on that quite a bit. Other than that, bro, it's just been traditional work.
Yeah.
It's just been traditional work, bro. I had a long day at work today. Had a fuck off meeting for ages.
Just in the rat race. Just, 100%. grinding.
And you know what we need, bro? We need people to start listening to this, to subscribing, so that we don't have to work anymore.
Yeah. You lot can get us out of our jobs.
Because you see, working for people.
Dead.
Long.
Dead.
Dickhead thing. Are we dickheads? I don't think so. Depends who you ask.
I mean, yeah. Listen, we have our target demographic. We've spoken about this before.
Authenticity is the name of the game.
Authenticity.
Bro. We are who we are.
Being genuine. And just sharing our lives to a certain extent. To a certain extent,
bro. Because to be fair, if we look at the 7 days that you and I have had, there's not much go on in, bro.
There's not much go on in.
It will go on more when people subscribe. And we leave our jobs and make good money. We'll do fun things that we can tell you about.
So basically, we're guilting you into subscribing right now.
Please do
the thing.
I never thought in my life I would ever say, please like and subscribe. It irks me to my core to say that, but please do, because we're trying to.
If you find the conversation interesting, if you relate, and look, we're looking for fans that, relate to us. We're not just looking for just any old Joe Schmo.
Yeah, not so much fans either, bro. Just genuine relatability, like the conversations that you and I have. Because last week we covered some interesting topics. Some of them quite serious, some of them not so serious, which people will get to learn about us. We are 2 individuals who are quite serious about some things, and also individuals who are not serious about a lot of things. Yeah. So we're trying to figure out how to exactly put that out there and let people know.
We're finding our flow. We're finding our flow.
100%.
But already people are saying we've got like a natural chemistry. We've got a rapport.
We've known each other for a very long time.
And that's why. 100%. And that's why.
So if you people like what you're hearing, and if you like what you're seeing, please do go on Instagram at HIDCast, HIDCAST. You can find us on TikTok with the same name at HIDCast, on YouTube at Hold It Down Podcast. Subscribe, follow us. We haven't really posted anything yet. We will be getting there, but let's get the ball rolling, man. Get there. Be the first ones there, because we are absolutely going to smash this out the park with the help of you guys. So please do like, subscribe, follow us. And hopefully we'll be saying some bits that you guys are going to enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
With all that being said, to make your life easier, the links are all there on the Instagram page. Just jump on there. Everyone's got Instagram. Follow us, subscribe, and we will be putting out some content that hopefully people will enjoy.
Hopefully.
With that being the case, should we get on to the first topic?
Yeah.
I think it leads on nicely. It leads
on really nicely, and I like the way you've worded it.
Yes.
Giving flowers and words of affirmation. Why do we struggle?
I've got a couple of points on this. Now, I had an original one that I wanted to discuss, but then something happened where I wanted to discuss it because it flows nicely from the point that we just made. Listen, we've gone live on socials. We've gone live on Instagram. We're out there now.
Yeah.
People are able to follow us and people are able to actually interact with us now. Now, when you and I were doing our marketing to our relatively small following, you know, to try and get people engaged and maybe follow the page, listen, we've had a decent response. I think you and I have been fully aware of the fact that we can't necessarily...
We can't depend on our close-knit, tight-knit group of people. Like, our reach, we can't depend on you lot. And we don't... Not like that. We don't expect...
Fuck you, man, bro.
We don't expect it from you lot. Like, we get it. Like,
no, the thing is, I think what we're trying to say is we understand how this works, and we know that a lot of the time, because I told you, I've done this a lot in my life, where people have sent me links to things, and I've kind of been like, I'll deal with it later, I'll look at it later. People have sent me pages to follow, I haven't really followed them. So we understand that there's a wider demographic of people who are probably going to interact with us that we don't know more than the people that we do know.
Yeah.
But the game's the game. Yeah. I'm not mad about it. I'm not bitter about it. I understand that that's what it's going to be like. And I have no qualms. I don't mind people skipping past and not saying anything. I love when people show love. There's a few people who have. Amir, you can bleep the name if you want. He posted us. Yeah. He's the only one to actually post us.
Literally.
I messaged him. I was like, brother, I appreciate the support. Yeah. Very nice of you. I ain't spoken to him in years, but lovely thing to do, bro.
Yeah.
That's like top tier. That's what I would love people to do. If people go past, like it, maybe follow, love that. If people don't do anything, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, but there are a few people that surprised me.
You see the bottom tier? The bottom tier is where I'm just a bit like, do you need to do that?
Go on. You need to talk about this. Go on.
So I received a message replying to my story where I essentially posted one of our clips from our recording last week. We posted 2 or 3 of them. A couple of clips, couple of segments, etc. And I got a reply from somebody who I would consider a friend. We went to university together. We had a decent friendship. I met up with them fairly recently, and we went for a dinner. And the response was, not another podcast. That was literally...
Not another podcast.
Not another podcast. Yeah. Literally is the reply to the story. And I looked at it, and I was just like...
You see me, bro? I'm thinking Sky Uppercut. Immediately, when I see that, 100%. I'm thinking Sky Uppercut.
Drop kick in your nose. Yeah. But the point is, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
We might do that. Watch out.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that, bro. But there's no need for that. Move on. You're not interested. It doesn't cater to what your interests are. You don't care for the fact that we're doing it. Calm. Shut your mouth. Move on. I don't want to hear you coming up to me.
What did that comment add to us or to yourself? Nothing at all.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
It just comes across as hate. And maybe you didn't have that in your mind when you said it.
Listen, quite possibly not the intention. But that's how it came across.
Yeah.
Because there's no need for you to say that. Anytime this individual or any other individual goes on a business venture and hasn't rated us, bun you, bro. Yeah. I don't want to hear what you got to do.
Yeah.
Nah, that's sour. Calm. If I believe in it, I'll do it. But I just thought that comment was very unnecessary. So anyone that showed us love so far, highly appreciate it. Anyone that continues to show us love, highly appreciate it. Love to all of those people. If you're not interested, I don't care. It's fine. If it's not for you, it's fine. But don't go the other end of the spectrum and go out of your way to message me something that is not supportive. Yeah. Because I have no interest in that. Yeah. I don't care for that.
Bro, like, what else is that going to do than try and demotivate? What else is that comment going to do rather, like, than try and demotivate?
And that's not going to happen, bro. We're not...
No,
I don't
not
think
another
we're-
podcast. It is another podcast.
It's the only podcast.
It is
bro.
another podcast, and it's going to be a big podcast.
Inshallah. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
But
see.
yeah,
We'll see, bro,
But this
we'll
is
see.
this is the kind of, bro, like on like manifestation, and the word is very taboo, and I don't believe in it in the way that most people believe in it. But go at it with your heart, with your passion, with your heart.
I didn't believe it pre this.
Yeah.
Pre this situation, I didn't really believe it.
But after what we've achieved in the last 2 weeks of starting this,
Yeah, I mean, look, very minimal, but to us it's quite big because we started from nothing but an idea.
yeah,
A conversation that came off the cuff. And we've now gotten to a place where we are where we are now, bro. Like, we're trying a thing, bro. So respect to us, bro. We're trying a thing. We're trying a thing.
Yeah.
So listen, anyone that wants to give us love, I love that. I appreciate you. If you're not interested, that's fine. Move on. But don't be sending hate. Because I can't be asked for that. And Mike will drop kick you, bro. Like, this guy is known...
listen, I'll turn up to your yard, bro. You don't want it.
He's flexing for the cameras. He's flexing for the cameras. Listen, if anyone knows Mike, he flexes for the cameras. Listen, if I had arms like you, I'd be flexing for the cameras, bro.
You gotta flex for them, bro.
I just got a billion that.
Can I when I read this on the Google Doc, giving flowers and words of affirmation, I looked at it from why do we struggle? I looked at it from a different point of view. I looked at it from the point of view of, all right, we are men. We sometimes struggle to tell each other as men, hey bro, listen, you did a really good job there. Hey bro, listen, I love you. Hey, listen. All like there's a different aspect to this that I wanted to talk about. Why do we struggle to do this? And I think it is the plight of being a man. We are expected to struggle. Like, women have absolutely no issue giving each other words of affirmation. Go on any Instagram girl's post, there's love all the way down.
Is it real, though?
It's not real.
Is it real,
It's
though?
not real.
Yeah.
That's the thing, it's a facade.
So certain people go too far that way,
Yeah.
and certain men go too far this way.
Yeah. But
There's no middle ground.
But I have experienced it with very close friends where, yeah, we do. The thought comes to my mind to say something very like nice and heartfelt and passionate, but I double think it because I'm like, how is he gonna take this? Like, and that shouldn't happen.
That's interesting. Do you really?
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Do you really? That's really interesting. I don't. That doesn't happen to me. I'm less so now in my older age, but you've known me for a long time. I'm very much a heart on my sleeve kind of person. I will happily express how I feel. I will go through a range of emotions and express it to people. And if you can't deal with that, it's your problem, bro. It's not my problem, innit? But I am a heart on the sleeve kind of person. If I had to give somebody their flowers and I had to tell somebody, listen, you're doing this amazing, I love you, good job, blah, 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 on a broski thing, or outside of that, whatever it may be, I've got no qualms with that, bro. It's interesting to hear you say that you actually second guess that sometimes.
Yeah, it's because how, like, maybe they're gonna interpret it in a way like they're not on the same level of being able to receive that kind of love. And I know that as a man, like we struggle.
Does it depend on who you're speaking to?
It depends on who you're speaking to, but like this even happens with my closest boys sometimes.
Yeah, I'm talking specifically about you. Does it depend for you on who you're speaking to?
Yeah. There are certain people I have absolutely no problems just being.
Because as far as I'm aware, you don't have that much of an issue when it comes to, for instance, having a conversation with me.
Yeah, but that's rare because we're best friends and we've known each other for so long, right? I have a problem creating that kind of connection with other people, and I know that there are times when I would love to say it, but I second guess myself because I guess maybe our connection it might just be in my own head. But I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of other guys that feel the same way.
There is always the argument, right, that how will this person understand how to receive love if they are not given love? So you can be that catalyst for change for those type of people, right?
Yeah.
And this is why maybe putting your heart on your sleeve and being that kind of person that actually expresses yourself to other people and gives them their flowers, their words of affirmation. Initially, they may be like, "Rah, what's this? Is my man gay, bruv?" But that's a stupid mentality.
But that should never enter your head.
It's a stupid mentality, bro.
It should never enter
But this
your
kind
head.
of comes to the point that I made. So there were two things that I wanted to discuss when it comes to words of affirmation. The first one was based on the fact that we put ourselves out as a podcast and didn't really get, there was a couple of people throwing what would seem
Like
shady
hate.
and a bit of hate.
Yeah.
The other thing was an actual scenario that I went through, or that I've been going through, which hasn't affected me, but has made me think, why are we like this? So again, I don't have an issue doing those kind of things. I have no issue of giving words of affirmation, giving people their flowers, being nice to people, showing people love. No issue with that. I, as you know, play football quite regularly. I haven't in a while. My back's been mashed, but hopefully I'm playing Thursday. We'll see how that goes. If I can't walk for a week after, we know why.
Hospital thing, bro.
Hospital thing, bro.
Yeah.
5-hour wait and that. Rishi, fix up the NHS, you pussy.
Call for a ceasefire first, bro. How about that? And then we
Yeah,
can get to that. But yeah, let's not discuss that. Let's carry on.
We may come onto that later. So I haven't played football with my school lot, my secondary school lot, since our early 20s. And this is where the name, one of the reasons why the name The Conductor came about. Because I was always the guy in the group chat being like, "Yo, boys, who's in, who's out? We meeting here, we're meeting at this time. Yo, where are you now? Where are you now?" I pushed through it. I organised that. I made sure the man were there at this time, linking up, and going football. We didn't really do that. There's a lot of men that were in that group who didn't continue playing football. Me and Cass did. And he's one of my closest friends. Me and Cass did. Now, recently, we've started up a game where a few of them and them are back together. We play weekly. Bro, the first week that they went to this game, I wasn't there. I came the second week, and then I think it was 4 games on the trot with these lot. We're playing 9-a-side. It's a big pitch. It's a big pitch. Yeah. We're playing 9-a-side. We're not doing a 5-a-side, we're doing a 9-a-side. I go up front. In those 4 games, I score 9 goals. Something along those lines. It's a minimum of 2 goals every week. Most weeks a hat-trick. And every single game...
On a Harry Kane thing, cuz.
Listen, they don't call me Fat Ronaldo for no reason, bro. Not Cristiano, bro. I'm the OG, cuz.
The fucking Braziliano Ronaldo.
Braziliano, cuz.
Yeah.
No, this isn't to toot my own horn. This is just what it is, bro.
Yeah.
We played that amount of games. I've scored these amount of goals. I have won us the game every single week. And listen, I know that a couple of the boys are probably going to be listening to this, maybe see this. I have nothing but love for them. Nothing but love for them. We've known each other since we were 11 years old, bro. Every single week after the game is finished, I don't get the praise for what I've done, essentially winning us the game. All I get is, "Yo, you didn't track back, you didn't do this, you didn't do that." I'm like, bro, this is a 9-a-side game. I'm playing up front. I don't have the fitness I used to have. I've put on weight, my back's fucked. I can't run back and forth the entire game. I will go up until the halfway line. If I need to drop occasionally, I'll drop. But my job's up front, and I'm doing my job, bro. I'm winning us games. I'm scoring goals every single week.
So with you scoring the goals, you're still winning the game.
Every single
and
week.
They still have something to say.
Every other man on that pitch,
yeah,
they're like, "Rah. Well done, bro.
Yeah.
Goal scorer, doing your thing, playing well." There's one week where after those initial sort of 4 weeks, I didn't score that week, and they were like, "Oh, what's going on? Like, well, you didn't score this week." Yeah. Next week I scored. They're like, "Cool, you're back." Every single game, we get out of the cage, and all I'm hearing is, "You didn't track back. You didn't do this. You didn't do that." I'm like, boys, I've scored a fucking hat-trick. I've won us the game, bro. Like, what are you chatting about? You man do your job, I'll do my job, innit? Then when the argument continues. We're very much like we were in secondary school. You know, man, them don't listen. They just talk. I've evolved to listen to people.
Yeah.
But there gets a point where you can't argue with certain man.
Yeah.
You can't argue with them because they have something to say, and what they say, that's it.
Bro,
they don't listen to what you're saying.
There's a difference between listening to listen and listening to respond.
100%.
And that I think that's what
It's
the case
listening
is.
to understand versus listening to respond.
Yeah.
These men listen to respond. They don't listen to understand.
Yeah.
That's the difference, bro.
So does that make you feel like there's not been like an evolution on their side? That they say like you've kind of outgrown them in that kind of sense.
Bro, you hit the nail on the head like MC Hammer. Nobody used that because that's a bar I came up with a little while ago.
He did
It was
come
just
up
quite
with that
simple.
bar.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm also a bar if you didn't know. Bro, 100%. 100%. It doesn't make me feel a type of way.
Yeah.
It just makes me analyze the trajectory of our growth into adulthood and how certain men have not necessarily gone the same. You'd expect them to mature in a certain way, but they haven't necessarily done that.
They've stagnated in that way.
They stagnated, bro. Which makes me wonder, what is it, bro? Is it environment? Is it the idea of not being able to tell your boy, listen, well done, good job, like, great, amazing, we love what you've done? What is it?
Bro, I think like at the core of it, like men are scared to be emotional. Men are scared to show anything but like masculinity because we get burned for it. We get burned for it a lot sometimes. There are many examples. I just think that needs to change. That needs to change. And the people that you're talking about, they need to really like sit down and analyze themselves. Look deep inside and think, why have I stagnated here? And they're probably never even going to have that thought.
No, listen, I need to emphasize that I've got nothing but love for these brothers. They're my boys from
And to emphasize,
early,
I
bro.
don't know who you're talking about. So
from early, bro.
Yeah.
They're my boys, innit? I have nothing but love for these men. And to be fair, there's one particular individual within that group who I look at and I'm like, yeah, cool, our relationship has changed. At school, we used to be at each other's necks. We're not anymore. We have a good relationship now. We have a good friendship. That is evolution. And he is the person who is able to provide words of affirmation and give people their flowers. The thing that I think is the difficulty here is our relationship developed at the age of 11. We met at 11. We went through high school, secondary school together. And that's what the foundations of our relationship are. Maybe the difficulty is coming out of that and being able to impose an adult friendship with the kind of friendship we had as teenagers.
well, my question to you would be, what kind of environment do you see this person on a daily basis? Is it just during football? Do you spend time with him or her outside of this?
Not so
footballing?
much, but
That might be
we,
the reason.
but we do, but we haven't a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's difficult to get the man them together.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get a man them together. I was trying to get us to go to football again because I was reminiscent of the old days, bro. I was like, bro, I want these lot to come football. Like, I want to play football like we used to, and I'm very happy we do, and we have a great time. It's just my problem is when I'm the guy, bro. Like, come on, chill out. Like, it was annoying me a bit.
Yeah.
Like, 3rd, 4th week in a row, it was annoying me. I'm like, bro, I'm here winning the games every single week, and you have the
You've
cheek.
always got something to say.
You have the cheek to tell me, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
Brother, do your job, I'll do my job. I'm
Yeah.
doing my job. You keep
Yeah.
it plugged at the back, I'll pop them in at the front. Pause. Yeah, and we're good to go, bro. We're good to go. Anyway, love you, man, innit? But don't
Yeah.
chat shit because I will
Yeah.
2-foot you when you're not on my
Yeah,
team.
that was a really good first topic actually. I feel like we covered a lot there.
Pause it for a sec.
Of course, bro. For you white people, that's a peaceful blessing, fam. Don't worry, we're not about to blow up.
So the second topic I mentioned last week very briefly. Oh yeah, my thoughts on Andrew Tate have changed a little bit. They've changed a little bit. What were they and what are they now?
I am genuinely fascinated by this.
So there was a period of my life where I was 100% in on Andrew Tate.
Lord Andrew Tate.
I was like, this guy is like, he's speaking the truth. He's, he's got charisma. Everything is preaching. And I was in a place in my life where one would say I harbored a lot of resentment that I hadn't dealt with in certain aspects of my life. People know me. People who do know me know I come from a single mother household. I never had that like male role model, and I feel like I attach myself to him as that male role model because he wasn't scared to speak his mind. He was, in the era we live in, which is this like flowery, like lefty kind of world we live in, him being so direct and saying these things, and I just attach myself to it a lot. I think as I grew older and as I analyzed him more and more, watching him, I realized why I attach myself. It's because of those things. Mm-hmm. Now I realize why a lot of kids do it. Because a lot of kids are in that position that I was in. They're looking for a role model. That's why you got the Jordan Petersons, you got the Andrew Tates. Anyone like that, they're a male role model in your life. Like a pseudo male role model.
Can I just pause you for 1 second?
Yeah.
Just very quickly, remember where you are. We'll jump straight back into this. But just on a quick one.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts now on Jordan Peterson?
On Jordan Peterson?
Yeah. Just quick. Brief thing.
Brief. He's lost his mind.
Done out, innit?
He's lost his mind. Yeah.
He's done out.
Yeah. He's lost his mind. Like, look, you can't be preaching all of this psychiatric nonsense and then getting addicted to benzodiazepines and having that story. And Michaela Peterson pisses me off. She's just literally riding his coattails, and we've realized
that was going to go in a different direction until you realized it was father and daughter, right?
Yeah.
You're
going
to say riding cock instead, weren't you? And I'll tell you, look, Razor Bender. No, I'm joking.
Can I get back to Andrew Tate? Bro?
Back on Lord Tate.
So, he's very charismatic.
Very much so.
Very charismatic. Mm-hmm. He has made a lot of money, and people want to make money, and he's offering you a way to do that. The War Room, blah blah blah. You gotta pay $6,000 to enter it. Everything just started to seem a little bit sus to me. And there's a video after what happened in Romania and him being in jail and being convicted of all these things. Not convicted, but accused of all of these things. I have a video of him explaining how to use OnlyFans and getting girls to do OnlyFans and then bumping them, telling them, yeah, I'll deal with the finances, taxes this, taxes that, so you take the bigger cut. And literally it's explaining the Loverboy method.
Well, that was the whole charge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They labelled it as human trafficking, but
yeah,
that's essentially what they were referring to, was the fact that he was doing that.
And if you watched that Piers Morgan interview that he just did yesterday, when he was pushed on it, he said, oh, this is something I did in jest maybe 7-8 years ago. Are you really going to pull me up on something that, I was making a course for people? And I'm like, yeah, you should be pulled up on it. You taught people to do this. You were doing it yourself. You made money through exploiting women's sexuality, and now you've changed your whole persona after you got cancelled. Now you're Muslim. Now, when the whole world is looking at you and you've got like in like law enforcement on your back, you're changing your tune. So, watching that interview with Piers Morgan, he's really good at doing one thing, Andrew Tate. Taking a hard question, flipping it, using obfuscative terminology like the Matrix or, you know, whatever, like COVID, to try and counter the point, to make himself look good and to kind of re-establish control.
Essentially, the points that he's discussing about the Matrix and theories of COVID and this and that are deflectors.
Exactly.
Away from his past.
Yes, they're deflectors. That's
kind of what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't watch the interview. I didn't have time. I had a busy day today at work. I got about 15 minutes in. The one thing that struck me from that interview was I saw pre-Islam, pre-Romanian jail Andrew Tate in those 15 minutes. The shades were back on. Fair enough, he's got an eye condition, whatever. Yeah. The shades were back on. He was on the defensive.
Yeah.
He was loud. He was ready to go at Piers. Whereas it seemed like his previous interview with him, he was, as he would like to say, stoic.
Mm-hmm.
I think he dealt with that interview quite well.
Yes.
This one, for the 15 minutes that I saw, and I do want to preface it with that, I've only seen the first 15 minutes. He seemed to me to be the old Andrew Tate and quite defensive.
Yep.
And I think part of that is probably the fact that he knows he's up against Piers. And Piers is a very unique type of journalist. He openly prods.
Yeah. He's trying to get a reaction.
100%.
He knows what he's doing.
100%.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So
he's classically media trained, and he got cancelled. I have respect for Piers Morgan because he's stuck by his guns on his points, and he got cancelled for it. He got fired for it, and he made his own thing now. Mm-hmm. Piers Morgan Uncensored. It's not that uncensored. I have respect for him in that sense. He gives a platform to pro-Palestinians and pro-Israelis, but ultimately,
being on an Israeli-backed Talk TV, but separate point.
Yeah, he makes money from this. So, in his mind, now imagine this. This isn't about Andrew Tate. I'll get back to him just on Piers Morgan. In his mind, morally, I'm doing the right thing, and I'm getting paid for it. So he's going to keep doing what he's doing the way he's doing it. And no one's going to change his mind. And he's older. Mm-hmm. So that's my opinion on Piers Morgan as a whole.
I also believe it's just... We're in an era of views, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Gens and I were talking about this. Are you alright for your name to be on the podcast?
No problem at all.
Do you have an alias that you like to go by?
No, that's all good.
We'll cut this bit out. Gens and I were talking about this earlier when it comes to DJ Vlad.
Yeah.
His interviews now are very much... They always have been, but they're now very much pokey, proddy, trying to get information out. Mm-hmm. And it's about the views, bro.
It's about the clips.
It's about giving platforms to people that other people don't give platforms to because they have a type of message or a way of conveying their message that is triggering to people. And people want to be triggered, bro. We are in a culture where sensationalism is through the roof, bro.
Absolutely.
Through the roof, bro.
Absolutely.
People are so entitled to their feelings of this is right and this is wrong and you can't say this and you can't say that. So these men are out here trying to get these people on because it ups their views and it ups their revenue, bro.
What you just said, there was a perfect example in this interview. Because this is the problem with Andrew Tate. 50% of what he says is absolutely correct.
If we're going to be YouTubers, that is the title of this segment. This is the problem with Andrew Tate in capital letters.
50% of what he says is absolutely true. Men, yes, you need to be disciplined. You need to look good. You need to go to the gym. You need to work hard. You need to make money. You need integrity. You need brotherhood. These are all things that all men should have. There was one point that Piers made. In British schools, some British schools, the word Andrew Tate is banned. Andrew Tate came back and he said,
We talking about Hitler, Don.
Wait, if I was preaching that it is okay for children to mutilate themselves and to change their gender, would my name be banned in schools?
It'd be promoted.
It would be promoted. So that was a very, very good point. So this is the problem with Andrew Tate. He has so many good points, but he's also flawed, and he obfuscates the issues that he has, that there is proof of, by using them. If you get what I'm trying to say.
To be fair, Andrew Tate has been this character from the beginning. Pardon me. Where he says, I need to stop drinking coffee before we record, bro. Mashes up my throat. This is as you said, this is a problem with Andrew Tate. But he's aware of what he's doing, bro. He's fully aware of what he's doing. You said 50% of what he says is good to go. I'm down for it. I'm down for more than 50% of it. A lot of the shit my man says I fully agree with. A lot of the shit he says I don't agree with. But he knows what he's doing, bro.
Yeah.
The things that he's saying that people don't agree with, if anything, are heightened because he is giving himself a platform where he's able to make money. Yes, it's kind of bit him in the arse now because he's pissed off a lot of people and people are coming for him and looking deeper into his comings and goings and ins and outs and what he's doing. So he's put himself in a bit of a difficult position. But he's fully aware of what he's doing, bro. He is accentuating this character so that he can further his profile. That's all he's doing. In that way, he's a bit peersy.
Yeah.
He's a bit peersy.
Yeah.
These men are all just... We are just...
There was a part of the
We are
interview.
sheep, bro, who are here to consume stupidness from other people.
And this
bro.
is what I said to you the other week. Do you want to be a consumer or do you want to be a creator? I would rather be a creator.
Yeah, we're creating real shit, so why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I want to touch on the point of... Because I had this thought, and I discussed it with a couple of people when Andrew Tate converted to Islam. Because he was in no way Islamic previously. I think he was a full-on atheist.
Yeah.
I believe so. He was a full-on atheist. I don't know what it was like at your school. But in my school, there was a period of time, I would say sort of year 9 to year 11, where it became cool to become a Muslim.
Yes, I remember.
It was a trend, bro.
It was a trend.
It was a trend. You had people who grew up in an Islamic household who were genuine Muslims trying to essentially provide a message that they believe to be true to other people.
Yeah.
And in the case of our school, not forcefully, but they were just having discussions with people who then thought, oh, this sounds, kind of interesting. And you're at a very impressionable age at that time. So if you have a void where your void was male role model, Andrew Tate fills some of that void, you leant towards Andrew Tate. At that time, they didn't have something to fill that void. They went to a very multicultural, multi-faith school where a lot of people were Muslim. They saw something in that they could engage with and understand, and then they fell into that. Loads of men who left that are no longer Muslim, bro. They became Muslim at the time, but it had a snowball effect where a lot of people then started converting, bro.
Yeah. I think you need to just bear one thing in mind. Our environment that we were raised in, that is why that happened.
Of course, they were surrounded by Muslims.
Yeah,
They were
QK
surrounded by
was
Muslims.
90% Muslim.
Yeah, St. Augustine's was a huge mixture of Arabs, black people, Christians. Huge mix, but loads of Muslims. Yeah. Of course, environment plays a role. But the point that I had is Andrew Tate converting to Islam. I had a conversation with a couple of people about this, and in my head I was thinking, and I'm open to you sort of pushing back on this. I had other people push back on it, and I am very, as you're fully aware, I'm a bit of a fence sitter. I'm very amenable to people coming back to me and saying, actually, I don't think you're right on this. And if you give a fair enough argument, I'll be like, I'll concede. I'll be like, do you know what? That's a fair point. I understand.
Which is a great trait to have.
Thank you. You threw me off with your words of affirmation. I've not been receiving them elsewhere, bro. You throw me off my course now. I had the conversation with a couple of people saying that Islam, as a Muslim, bro, Islam has had such a bad rep.
Yeah.
Such a bad rep, bro. Mm-hmm. Couple planes in the tower and all of us are terrorists. The way that I've said that, sounds a bit funny, but I'm obviously not condoning what happened.
Yeah.
We have our beliefs on the whole situation anyway and our thoughts on it. But the point is, we have been labelled terrorists, bro. We have been labelled this, that, and the other. Islamophobia is a thing, bro.
Yeah.
We have such a bad rep, bro. And as a Muslim, I've had people give me funny looks because of the fact I have a beard when my beard was bigger and this and that, and people looking at me a funny type of way. Bro, do you know when the Paris attacks happened? I was on the bus coming back from university. I still have the video to this day, bro. A single-decker bus from my university to Hammersmith. It used to get packed, bro. The day after the Paris attacks, I was at the back of the bus, final row on the left-hand side. There was another Arab-looking Donny on the right-hand side. 3 seats in between us. On my mother's life, people stood up until the seats. Nobody sat down. And I recorded a video and I was like, are you man stupid, bro? Firstly, if I've got a bomb, you're done for, bruv.
Regardless of this.
Relax your feet and sit down, bruv.
Yeah.
You'll be gone quicker if you're next to me.
Yeah.
But how stupid, like, the fear is nuts, bro.
But this is...
But let me just round my point, because I'm going to go in circles, I'm going to lose my point. Because of the rep that Andrew Tate has, I had a fear of, if this person who has such a bad stigma in the public eye now converts to Islam, starts preaching Islam, but upholds the opinions that he has had previously, which has made him such a triggering person in the public eye, does that just not further the bad rep of Islam? I was doing Islamic PR, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing up. I was doing up Islamic PR. I had a chat with one of my cousins who's quite religious. You know him, Omar. And he said to me, bro, we should just embrace the fact that he's a Muslim. No human being is perfect, innit? That's his journey. If he wants to be a Muslim, let him be a Muslim. And hopefully, he'll find his feet and he'll sort himself out. Because your sins are your sins, bro. Everyone sins.
And once you take your shahada, your sins are wiped clean.
Of course. Even after that, bro, every man sins. Every man, woman, child sins. Sinning is part of human nature, human life. There's nobody that doesn't sin in one way or another. Repentance is the important thing. So the point that he was making is, allow him his repentance. But then in my head, I'm thinking, cool, I'll allow him his repentance. Everyone else who's Muslim will allow him his repentance. But what's Babylon gonna do? Babylon ain't gonna allow him his repentance, bro.
Well, listen, the Muslim community has accepted him. Muhammad Hijab had him on the podcast. He's been... The only thing about him converting to Islam is that I feel like it's a scapegoat. I feel like it's a cop-out.
I think it's genuine.
I don't know, and I don't have enough information. This is literally just me going off of gut instinct. But I feel like he needed a group of people that he knows are very tight-knit together. Muslims are very much like that. We defend our own. We protect our own. We will fight for our own.
Bro, post 9/11, it's us against the world.
And I feel like he knew that and capitalized on it. You know, him mentioning that he was in the Romanian jail during Ramadan. He couldn't eat, there were roaches. He was doing push-ups every day. He was
Bro, every time he came out the van to go to the courtroom, he had a Quran in his hand.
Yeah, but these are the things. He's very good at the showmanship. It's the charisma. It's the showmanship.
Exactly. Which is what makes me wonder: is it real? Is it not?
And that further gets the younger kids on his side. It's the showmanship. It's the charisma. They look at him and they think, oh, yeah, this is who I want to be. Now, if I look deep in my own self, I don't want a Lamborghini. I don't want models around me. I don't want a lavish lifestyle. I don't want any of that. I don't. You're looking at me like that, but I don't. I'm very happy.
If I put a Lamborghini in front of you right now,
I'll take it.
Don't chat shit then,
I'll
bruv.
take it. Oh, bro, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and like ruin my own integrity to make the money to get the Lamborghini. If you get what I'm trying to say, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, we've spoken about the attainment of worldly possessions.
Yeah.
And in which manner we're gonna do that. I 100% will not give into pressure when it comes to anything that goes against my morals or my beliefs, and I believe that you will do the same. We've had this conversation. You know, there's nothing that will get us away from that, because ultimately that is, you know, that's just who we are to our core. We're not the kind of people that will be, you know, I'm not out here to dance with the devil. It's long, bruv. It's long. I can't be asked.
If you've not listened to the Immortal Technique song, you have to.
Just be prepared.
Just be prepared. You might cry.
Yeah.
You might
It's
cry.
a madness. It's a madness. Absolute madness. Fucking hell, that guy had some tunes, bro.
And low key and Immortal Technique have a tune
Voices
together.
of the Voiceless, man.
Banger.
Bro, honestly, that guy takes you on a journey in a song, bro.
I know, man.
Dance with the Devil is nuts, bro.
I know.
Nuts. Listen, to round it off on this Andrew Tate thing. So, personally, I have been fairly consistent with my thoughts of him. Agree with a lot that he says, disagree with a lot that he says.
Yeah.
That's been sort of me consistently. I feel like I need to see the entire interview with Piers Morgan. Again, I've only seen the 15 minutes. I need to see the whole thing for me to kind of gauge if there's any change to the way I feel about it. I don't imagine there will be, because he's pretty consistent with the things that he says. Some dumb, some good. But from your perspective, you have had the shift of somebody who was potentially role modelish.
Yeah.
To somebody who isn't now.
I have realized how powerful charisma and showmanship can sway someone into believing something that they may not believe initially.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like a wider issue. There are a lot of charismatic people out there that have platforms, and people subscribe to their ideas not because they agree with their ideas on a logical foundation. If we want to go into like scientific methodology, let's not go there, but like on a logical foundation, they subscribe to them because of the charisma.
Bro, this is a world of Pied Pipers. You got bare different men playing flutes.
And some play flutes very well.
And they will lead the blind in a direction, completely in a trance, and at the tune that they're playing. Mm-hmm. And the world is just filled with loads of different Pied Pipers, bro.
Yeah.
That's the world. So one thing I will agree with when it comes to Tate, break out the Matrix, fam. Fuck the Pied Pipers.
But like the words like the Matrix and like him mentioning like, okay, whenever Piers would ask him a question, I'm a professional, you're a professional. He starts his sentence like that, and he mentions the Matrix. It's all obfuscation. These words are like, they're not black and white, bro. I get what he's trying to say with it, but you can't use it as an excuse for everything. You can't use it as an excuse for everything, G. Yeah, the Matrix are after me. Brother, you can't. What is the Matrix?
Bro, the Matrix are after us as well, bro. Do you not get your payslip at the end of the month and see how much tax they've deducted?
I actually got a letter like today saying you owe this amount of money in tax.
Bro, you see HMRC, bruv.
Bruv.
They're on a dickhead team. Wallahi, they're on a dickhead thing, bro. You tell me I come work hard every day. By the time I get home, I've got enough time to eat, have some downtime, sleep, go back to work.
Yeah.
And you man want to take money off me for that when you're charging me for rent and bills and this and that.
Yeah.
Suck your mother, bruv.
Listen, it's even made me. I'm not gonna say who I work for because I'm not gonna do that. But we have a location in Sofia, Bulgaria, where I am from. The tax
go
there.
live on the farm, cuz.
No, in the city we have a place of our own there. The tax is 10% flat everywhere.
Is it?
Everywhere.
Okay.
So, and the cost of living is a lot lower. So it's literally making me wonder, should I ask to be transferred there just because of this? Obviously, the pay is probably not going to be the same.
Yeah, it will sort of match up with what your cost of living is, etc. So the pay will probably go down a little bit. Unless you're working remotely, in which case you can technically still be employed here and then work there. But you can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
We've just started the Hold It Down podcast, bro. Am I gonna go Bulgaria to record this?
I'll zoom you in. Nah. You're right.
Zoom's not the one, bro.
Yeah.
Zoom's
Okay.
not the one.
Can we move on to this Lego Gaza City? Because I don't I just read it. I'm not understanding it.
Yeah, it's a last minute addition from me because it was something that I came across, and it really irked me. It really irked me, bro. It really angered me, and it's got me wondering. Again, you've known me for a very long time. I am a jokey person. I can take a joke, bro, very well. And I like joking, and our humour's quite dark. You know? The bleep, I'm sure, is going to be used a lot on this podcast. We've used it for a couple of the ones from last week, bro. Yeah. But I'm wondering, am I getting too serious? Am I not able to take jokes anymore, or is there just a line now that I'm older? So, I'll give you the context. We're in a group chat, loads of group chats, but there's one particular group chat for one particular group of people that I play football with. There's a guy in there who's notoriously... His jokes are very kind of dark. He's got dark jokes. A lot of the time, they're very sexual. Mm-hmm. They're very... I was about to use a mad word there. But... They're kind of dumb jokes. They're the kind of jokes you don't make at his age, bro. He's in his mid-30s, like late 30s, and he does very childish, very stupid jokes. He posted a picture in the group chat. No context, no conversation about anything else. First message of that day, he posted a picture of a Lego set, which was labeled Gaza City, and it was just pieces of grey Lego in the form of rubble on the Lego box. I saw that. I looked at who reacted with the laughing emojis, was surprised by one of them. And then immediately I was angered and triggered by it. Okay. There is a fucking genocide happening. There are women and children being slaughtered. And you want to make a joke out of it. I'm all good for jokes, bro. But I'm not good with that joke.
See, you are okay to not be good with that joke. That's okay. That's your prerogative.
Oh, I know it's okay, bro. That's fine. I don't need validation on that.
The reason why, and you wrote here, Mike has always said comedy's fair game, is because I believe in freedom of speech. If you want to make a joke,
yeah, that's what I wanted to touch on, because we've had this discussion before, and we've discussed the fact that you believe that when it comes to comedy, anything goes.
Yes, when it comes to comedy, if your comedy is coming from a place of seriousness, and I can feel that is where I start to draw the line. That is where I start to draw the line. And it's a very, very difficult question, because, I feel very strongly about this Palestinian genocide that's going on.
We both do.
And if anyone would make a joke, I think my response would be to ignore it. I wouldn't tell them. Not the time. Not. I would just let them make the joke.
Yeah, I ignored
and
it.
move on.
I ignored it. The same way that I dealt with that message about the podcast is the same way I dealt with this, where I just essentially ignored it because you're in your mid-30s, bro.
Yeah.
If you need to be told that that's across the line, then there's no hope for you.
Yeah.
Like, do your thing.
Yeah.
Have your little banter with whoever you're having your banter with.
Yeah.
But you got a wife and kids.
Yeah.
And if that's your wife and kids, I guarantee you ain't making that fucking joke.
Yeah. But it's not. But that's the thing.
Also, this individual irks me.
We
generally. But
we assume that everyone has our code of ethics and morality and our worldview, and we can't do that. We can't apply what we believe to other people.
Bro, I'm 29, bro. Big 29. Yeah? And I'm at an age where I understand people believe things differently, but I can't wrap it around my head that people can't fucking see what's happening and feel a type of way. I can't wrap my hand around people looking at this and being on the side of the oppressor. I can't wrap my hand around it. I can't do it.
Well, I know, but there are people that...
I know.
And
But
at the end of the
understand
day, it is what it is. It is what it is. And
angers me, bro.
on the comedy thing, some of the darkest jokes I've ever heard are some of the funniest jokes I've ever heard.
Same here, bro.
Like,
but I don't know.
Abortion jokes, like, yes, it's the timing. The timing here is the issue. This individual may have found it funny, and that's okay. Is my suggestion to you? It's okay. You can feel how you feel. You can even have a conversation with him and tell him, I thought but don't censor people. Because when you start censoring people, that's where things start getting tricky. That's where you get sticky. That's where you can not post to your Instagram about the genocide. Because Instagram is going to suppress your comment or your story. We need the freedom of speech thing is so important. Express yourself in any way. If it's not a call to violence, that's not a call to violence, bro. He's making a joke.
No, it's not. Listen, the thing is, I don't know, man. I want to say that I don't have a problem with him posting it, but I do, man. I do, like.
You can have a problem with him posting.
I'm not saying
it.
he can't do that. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
But compartmentalize. It's hard. I know it's difficult,
So
but this is something that a lot of people need to be able to do.
I don't know, man. This just hits home, man.
I know.
We have been, bro. These people have had this for generations. They are also Muslim, bro. I'm Muslim. My people have had this for generations, bro. I'm from a country that's been in war for over 4 decades.
I know.
I can't stand it.
I know, and because it's personal to you, you can relate to it. And if it was personal to them, they would relate to it, and they would not make that joke.
That's exactly what I said. If that's your wife and kids, you ain't posting that,
bro.
I
know. But that's
how do you have children?
But that's the thing. People don't have that empathy, bro. People don't have that.
How,
empathy.
bro? You've got kids. You have children.
You overestimate how smart people are.
Nah, this particular guy, that's what I mean. He irks me because I know what he's like. So I know to him that's just like, oh, ha, 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 so funny. But God,
maybe he's built his persona over his whole life on being outrageous. Maybe that's him.
Personally, I think he should suck his mum.
Listen, whoever you are, I'm gonna come to your yard and I'm gonna knock it down. I'm not gonna do that. That's a call to violence. It's haram. I'm gonna bleep that. I'm gonna come and ask questions that you can't answer.
That's the one.
I like that.
That's the one. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to gauge, bro,
Yeah.
because I don't know if I'm getting too serious in life now.
I think it's okay to be outraged by the joke, but maintain your composure about it, which you did.
I did. And I'm a big believer of that, because one of the things that we were speaking about earlier where I said sensationalism is through the roof is the whole cancel culture comes from the fact that we live in an outrage culture.
Yeah.
People have an entitlement to be outraged by anything.
Yeah.
Someone says something, oh, you can't say that. They're just outraged by it.
Yeah.
We live very much in an outrage culture. So yes, I was outraged by it, but I am not then calling for cancellation.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your thing, innit?
That's the important
Do
thing.
your
Just
thing.
ignore
Say
it.
what you want to say.
Maybe, like it's your prerogative. You can have a conversation with him to try and make him see why.
Literally
the joke...
pointless. He's a child in a man's body, bruv.
Well,
Literally pointless.
halas. What can we do?
That's it.
What we can do is move on to a lighter topic.
Yes. This is exactly how we went last week, by the way. We went from talking about Palestine to... So...
We have to.
Let's lighten it up.
It's been way too...
It's been heavy, bro.
Yeah, it's been way too heavy.
It's been heavy.
I don't know enough that's happened on the international break. England qualified, and we're back.
We had to calm down a little bit because it was getting too serious, bruv. It's getting bare serious. I was getting angry, bro. If I see my man slipping, bro, the next time I go football with that guy, I'm 2-footing him.
When I see man bopping.
Anger out, and
Yeah.
breathe in.
All right.
Calm down.
Football. I haven't really been up to date with it.
I literally don't keep up with football that matters, and this is football that doesn't matter. We'll whiz through it.
It does kind of matter. International
Slightly.
break. England qualified for the Euros. Winners of the group. Still not in the squad. Why? I don't know. Maguire in. Why? Gareth Southgate's a dickhead. That's why.
Do you know what's interesting, bro? The Brer came in, yeah?
Yeah.
And everyone was rooting for him. Because he's the first England manager who came through and he was like, what, championship? Come through, play, bro. As long as you're doing well, come through and play, bro. But he's done the classic England manager thing where he's found his 11 and he's like, I'm sticking with this. Broski, why is Harry Maguire playing? Okay, maybe
Thing
now.
is, Maguire does it for England though.
Yeah, but also he's been doing it for United lately. So maybe this call up, I hear it. I hear it. Jordan Henderson, bro. I'm sorry, but you can't play in Saudi and start for England.
It depends how good he's playing in Saudi, bro. It depends how good he's playing on.
Bro.
If you're training with England and he still feels like you've got it and what he needs from you,
Bro, he plays for Al Attifaq, bro.
it doesn't change.
Marhaba, bro. Gerard, nah, bruv. Get out my team, fam. Nah, bro. You can't be playing in Saudi playing for England, bro. Ban you, bruv. Did you not hear the goals I score on Thursday night against old men, bruv? I should be playing.
Brother.
Anyway, the Sterling one kind of threw me off because he's been doing very well for Chelsea. He's been playing very well. I don't understand why he's in the squad.
But
why he's not in the squad.
England play a different style to Chelsea. Maybe he's not the player required in Gareth Southgate's idea of football and what he expects from the team.
Bro, at the last Euros, he was England's best player by a country mile. And if he's going to keep loyalty to players who do it at tournaments, but not at club level...
Do you know who replaced him in the squad?
I know Cole Palmer came in because of an injury, which is fair enough because he's done all right at Chelsea. He's done very well at Chelsea, to be fair. I don't actually know, no. So, you and I are basically chatting shit.
on the football,
we don't know
there's not
anything.
much. But, the Premier League's back this weekend. City versus Liverpool.
Top of the table clash, bro.
Oof,
Top
that's
of the
a
table
big
clash.
one. That's
There's
a big
1 point in it.
That's what,
There's 1 point in it.
Liverpool and Arsenal are equal on points, so that's a really important game for us. Our producer right there's wearing an Arsenal top. You get me, G? I'm gonna have to wear this for the rest.
Trash team, bro.
Yes, blood.
Trash team. Gunners, bro. Gunners.
Bruv, I told you we bring the artillery,
Man's
cuz.
got a cannon, bruv.
Cannoneer. I'm not wearing it, but cannoneer, bruv.
Artillery, bruv. You must think you're Gets, bruv. Anyway. City Liverpool, that's going to be an interesting game. Brentford Arsenal on the same day. I think that should be a win for you
Brentford
guys.
Arsenal. I hope it's a win for us, guys.
Yeah, Brentford are a good team, though.
They are a good team.
They're a good team.
They are a good team.
United Everton on Sunday, so my team hopefully will get a win. Everton have been deducted 10 points.
For what?
Some dickhead thing. I don't even know what. But all I know is Man City was supposed to be deducted points. They don't get deducted points. Why Everton getting deducted?
I'm literally just gonna Google it right now.
Yeah, bro.
Free independent panel convened by the Premier League opted to dock Everton 10 points for violating the competition's profit and sustainability rules.
But when Man City are fucking up with FFP,
Yeah, but
they don't get deducted points.
But it's money, cuz. It's money, innit? I don't know.
It's that Arab money. Yeah.
All right.
Mad thing. Listen, we have got some Instagram questions. Can you believe it, bro?
Yeah.
Episode 2, kind
Yeah.
of, just gone live.
There's only 4 of them.
4 questions, bro.
But thank you guys for giving us some questions.
Bro, I'm gassed off of 4
Yeah.
questions. I genuinely thought we weren't
Yeah.
going to get any. We only asked for it yesterday.
Yeah.
4 people, you know. We're gassed off of 4 people, bro.
So-
Listen, you man, like and subscribe.
Like and give and send the questions in because
We'll be doing it again for next week.
We're both good, and this is how I think we should do it. Right? I'm gonna read out the question. You give your opinion, and then I'll give my opinion.
Say nothing. I'm a fence sitter and I can't think on my feet, but go ahead.
Okay. Our boy, we'll call him Jay, said nice logo still.
My brother.
That's not a question. I love you, bro, but
Bro,
that's not a question.
Come on, like.
But
We clearly asked for questions.
I'll take this one. We made that logo together.
Yeah, bro.
We used tools at our disposal, and I just got Photoshop. You had the vision in your mind. We were making it together in the room.
Amalgamation thing, brother.
It was.
This entire thing is just an amalgamation thing, bro.
Yeah. We're trying to keep true to ourselves, and when we do things like that, we put across our personalities a lot better than someone else could ever.
100%, bro. Listen, authenticity. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
We are who we are. We'll portray ourselves the way we do. If people like it, they don't. Sorry. If people like it, they do. If they don't, suck him out.
Okay. So, the next question.
Is this an actual question?
This is an actual question.
MashaAllah.
What is your opinion on the current dating climate? You're married.
I'm married, so I don't have an opinion on the current dating climate.
I do.
Yeah, you're out here.
Yeah. I'm out here. I'm not married. I'm dating. Listen. I subscribed to this movement called the Red Pill for a while, which I don't subscribe to anymore. It's kind of in the same realm as Andrew Tate. I was I had a lot of resentment. Like, I was harboring a lot of resentment at the time, and it was calling to me, and it was like, I think
Listen,
that,
just to be open with the people.
yeah,
Resentment towards the gal then?
yeah, because I don't know. It kind of just felt like I wasn't getting the flowers I deserved. Whenever I did chat to them, am I doing something wrong? Like what's wrong? And my own insecurities will start going in my head. And what these men were preaching, they were kind of, giving me reasons as to why this is happening, and I attach myself to it. Okay. Now, there are some good points to be made. On dating apps, majority are men. There's a lot of men on dating apps.
Yeah.
Right? Women are very likely to swipe X, whatever left or right is. I haven't been on a dating app in a while. Men are very likely to swipe yes.
You ain't been on a dating app, so you're organically beckoning the gal then.
Listen, just too much information, but
but your thing's organic.
Yeah.
I gotta respect it, bro.
Yeah. Well, no, there was one dating app, but it's not a swipey. It's not a swipey one. I don't know how Tinder works. I haven't been on Tinder in a while.
Okay, listen, we'll move on. We'll move on.
But essentially,
for all of the
you get a snapshot of how someone looks. Maybe you don't even look at their bio. It's all superficial.
100%. I've never agreed with dating apps. It just does not make sense to me, bro.
So they're literally just clicking, and a woman can get a date on that same day if she wanted to. A guy can't.
Women hold the power, my brother.
They hold the power.
They hold the key, bro. They have the key.
And there's this whole problem of this globalized, sexualized marketplace. Back in the day, you weren't able to talk to a girl in Dubai when you're living in London. Now you can. Now you can fly her out. Now you can do all of these things. Options are everywhere. Too many options are everywhere. And you know what that's caused? That's caused a stagnation for men and an empowerment for women.
Ironically, it's really narrowed the playing field.
Yeah.
The more opportunity there is in front of you,
it's option paralysis.
The less you have, bro.
It's option paralysis.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And
that's a very good term. Option paralysis. I like that. That's a very good term. Yeah.
So this is where we're at. I think a lot of women, and it comes into like graduation rates for men as well. Like, not as many men are graduating. Not as many men are like motivated. Women are being empowered. Feminism. Go get your degree. Go get your job. And women don't look for an equal or below. They look for someone who's equal or above in a guy. Just naturally. They're wired that way. I don't want to say it like that. But biologically, we are wired that way. You're looking for protection. You're looking for somebody to provide, protect, you know. How are you going to do that if you are above them, you're earning more than them, and you're the one protecting the guy? That's why I think a lot of men have trouble nowadays in the current dating climate. Women have a lot of options. Guys don't have options.
You know what? The world that you're discussing is magnified.
Yeah.
We see it everywhere. The majority of people are within that world. There are demi-worlds outside of that where that doesn't exist. There are very normal couples in the world. There are very normal people in the world. There are people who are on par. Sometimes women make more money. I know somebody who works on an under 30k salary and has a wife who he's been with for 16 years who's on a 80 plus k salary.
For how many years?
16 years.
16 years ago, the world was very different.
Fair point.
The world was very different 16 years ago, bro.
Fair point.
And what I've realized is, being in the dating game myself now, I'm not letting these things get into my head.
You shouldn't.
I'm not letting them get into my head. There are statistics that show, okay, this is against... I'm not letting it get into my head anymore, and I'm getting a lot more success. And I'm dating a lot more women. And I'm getting a lot further. I'm getting a lot further by being authentic and genuine. And I think that's where men need to start coming from now.
I was just about to say, treat this... My recommendation as a Muslim man is you get married immediately. You know what I'm saying? But my recommendation is treat your dating life the way that we are treating this podcast.
Yeah.
Authenticity, bro. You will never succeed in a relationship if you are not 100% yourself in absolutely every single facet of your life.
Yeah.
You have to be you 100% of the time. Even if that means that you are different in certain aspects.
I have been 100% transparent with the women that I am dating. That there are a few at the moment. Yes, I am dating.
Bro, you don't need to show off. Man's got arms.
No. But this is the thing.
The people are jealous.
But this is
as you should be.
What I'm trying to put across is be transparent with them. Be authentic. Yeah. They can smell when you're being inauthentic. They can smell when you're being insecure. Big yourself up a bit more, guys. Listen, you can be something. You don't need to be amazing to get what you want. The current dating climate is not in your favor as a guy. Undisputed, the data backs it. But don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. Just women have it easy now. And I'll leave it there. That is my opinion on the current dating climate.
Incorporate the mentality that, you know, you said you don't have to be amazing. Just incorporate the mentality of I am amazing as I am. And somebody will find
I am enough.
I'm enough, man.
I am amazing. I am enough.
I am enough, bro.
And I will attract the right person.
100%. Progress yourself for yourself.
For yourself. Not for that aim.
Bro, if there's one thing I've learned in my life is you need to pattern yourself before you pattern anyone else.
Exactly.
In everything you need to pattern yourself. Emotionally, physically, everything, bro. You need to pattern yourself before you can pattern someone else.
Okay. All right.
Good luck on the dating scene, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I think that's enough on that question. We
100%.
went in on that, didn't we?
Next question, bruv. We
Oh
went in on the
my
question.
days! This
you've
next
been
one's a
going in
heavy
on the
one.
gap.
This next one's a heavy one. Okay.
Oh boy.
What do you realistically think the ending to the Palestinian-Israel conflict would be?
It's about to get real sad in this bitch.
Do you want to go first?
Go on.
I think it's gonna. What do you realistically think the ending to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict will be? Realistically, if I'm being completely objective, I it's gonna hurt me to say this. It's gonna hurt so much to say this. It's gonna be the absolute destruction of Palestine. It's gonna be wiped off the map. The people are gonna be displaced, and it's going to turn into Dubai 2.0 for Israel.
They've literally drawn out plans of what they're going to do with Gaza City.
Realistically, I think that and this is because the powers that be are backing Israel. America, Britain, Israel. You shouldn't even call them three different things. They are, in essence, one giant nation, one cohesive unit. And when you have three of the biggest superpowers pushing for something, and they want that oil there, they want, like, off of Gaza, do you know how much oil there is there, bro? Once they gain control of that's my realistic answer. My idealistic answer is free Palestine. Let's get the revolution started. Quit your jobs. If you work for Boeing, if you work for Lockheed Martin, if you work for BAE Systems, keep posting. Hopefully, Britain will call for a ceasefire. Hopefully, enough children will die that everyone calls for a ceasefire.
Not hopefully, but
I know what
you're
what
trying
I'm trying to say. Like, it's disgusting, but that you asked for my realistic ending to the Palestine and Israeli conflict. That's my objective, realistic opinion.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add? It's painful, isn't it?
Yeah, man, it's fucking sad, bro. It's fucking sad. Realistically, it's the eradication of all remaining bits of Palestinian land, and it will fall into the hands of Israel, who will take over that entire land and do with it what they will. But Palestine will never die. Even if Palestine ceases to exist as a country,
that I can agree with. In
Palestine
our hearts,
will never ever die, bro.
In our hearts, it will never die.
It will never ever die. and I implore the people of our generation and the people who are alive now to teach the history of Palestine to their children. Implore them to teach it to their children. And don't ever, ever let the memory of those people die, bro. Because even if they're gone and we lose all power, we don't have power, bro. There's no power. What's happening is, the realistic thing is, this is happening and there's nothing we can do about it. And we spoke about this last week and that's fucked. It's fucked that we can't do anything about it.
I know.
It's fucked that we can't do anything about it. But we cannot let the memories of these people die. We cannot let the memories of Palestine die.
Teach your kids, yes, this happened. And these people were affected in this way.
And my ideal answer is the same as yours. which is just free Palestine every time, man. We don't want war, bro. I don't want war. I don't want people to die on either side. I don't want people dying. Any loss of life.
Any
loss of life. Is a fucking disaster.
It's a tragedy.
It's a tragedy, bro.
Okay. Last question. What is the most unhinged conspiracy you believe in?
I don't know if I have an answer for this. Do you have anything? I told you, bro. I can't think on my feet.
Well, the thing...
Especially when I get emotional about the state of this world. I can't think.
The word unhinged is a strange one, because immediately my mind goes to 9/11. But that's not an unhinged conspiracy theory. There's a lot that suggests it was an inside job.
Actual science.
Yeah. And the propaganda that Israel are coming out with, and the things that we're hearing about them with the Apache helicopters shooting up their own people at the whatever it was, the rave, the party.
Yeah, the music festival.
That just solidifies it to me that there are situations where these conspiracy theories are true.
Bro,
propaganda is true.
The age that we're living in now, people cannot get away with things. No matter how big a government you are, no matter how big your powers are, no matter how powerful you are, and how much control over mainstream media you have, you cannot get away with things. Conspiracy theories will cease to exist because people will find the truth eventually. It's as simple as that.
So, I'm going to give my jokey answer.
Please lighten it up.
To my unhinged conspiracy theory. It's, listen.
Why does it sound like you're about to drop bars? Bro?
There's lizards. There's lizard people.
David Eichting.
Do
you know he used to be a goalkeeper? A professional footballing goalkeeper.
Well, I don't know.
Professionally.
I don't know what happened to my man, but
he took too many dives, bro.
He's off the rails. I'm on an Alex Jones thing. They're turning the frogs gay. You know what I'm saying?
What? I haven't even heard that, bro. What?
You haven't even heard that?
There's a brother called Alex Jones that's talking about frogs.
You don't know about Alex Jones?
I don't know about Alex Jones.
There's a guy called Alex Jones. He's very, very, very right wing. He got cancelled. The Sandy Hook tragedy. He called them what were they? Was it like a false flag actor or something? He got sued for over 200 billion, which he can't ever pay back.
Life's basically over. He's got 200 billion just chilling.
By the way, all these numbers, this is off the top of my dome. I don't know. I'm not fact checking myself on this. I'm just giving a jokey answer. But yeah, the globalists are after us. Bill Gates wants to eradicate the world population down to 500,000, and yeah, that's my most unhinged conspiracy theory that I believe in.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay.
I don't
cool.
actually believe
I don't have one. And you know what? We'll leave it there in terms of the questions.
Yeah. Thank you for them.
Yes, massively appreciated. Do you know what? I really didn't expect us to get some. And we got a couple of really good ones in there. Couple of serious ones, etc. I would more than happily welcome dilemmas. Anything that you want us to auntie.
Yeah.
Agony aunt things. Agony uncle things. Any of that kind of stuff. Any funny stories. Anything you want us to react to. Or any actual serious or otherwise questions. Please do send them in. You can obviously put them on Instagram. We'll be putting another post out requesting some questions. You can email us if you like. holditdownpod@gmail.com. At HIDCast on Instagram and on TikTok. And at Hold It Down Podcast on YouTube. There's nothing on any of them at the moment, but we're getting there.
There will be.
There will be, hopefully, after this.
There will be.
Because my man's good at editing. My man does his thing. Mike, thank you for today.
Thank you for today, bro.
Therapeutic as always.
Thank you for today.
Serious as always.
And I have to shout out our producer Gens,
my brother.
Thank you for coming in and setting all this up, making it look professional.
Hey, serious setup, you know. If it doesn't look as good in weeks to come,
it's
you
because,
know why.
Yeah.
You know why. But this one's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
This subscribe to this and then deal with the shit later. But yeah,
We're gonna end it there, guys. Thank you very much. This was the Hold It Down podcast with Mike and Emal. Peace.
Hold it down.
Hold it down.